Lately, I've found that as I've gone through this process with this project, and now with getting my story geared up to be self published, I'm less and less interested in the rest of my working life. So, when it comes to my day job and trying to engage with it, it's very, very difficult. It's become something where I tend to sort of treat it almost in this very kind of like zombie like fashion, to be frank, where I'm just kind of showing up now and sort of going through the motions of things. It's not something that I'm proud of. I'm not happy about it. And in fact, I wish it would change. But it's always very difficult to do multiple things well. I'm not even talking about developing skill or mastery in something. I'm talking about just having enough focus and engagement in your day to do multiple things at a level that is successful. I think that's why people that tend to have the quote unquote day jobs, like people that just work a regular, 9 to 5 job, they probably find a bit more success with it. They probably have a bit more engagement with it. They probably also take home a lot more baggage and a lot more of the issues from it because that, for the same reasons, which is your jobs make, when it's the only thing you have is this one thing, it makes up your life. That is your life. The fight with the coworker that you have at your job, when it's the only thing that you have as far as work goes, that becomes magnified because it's the only sort of engagement, right? It's the only really the only workplace style interaction that you're going to have. It's a lot easier to be dismissive of, say a coworker getting angry at you when you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And you're focusing on the stupid paragraph that you would try to write that morning before work that wasn't working. And you tried every sentence and it wasn't working. And the word choice sucked and the whole fucking piece is ruined. Yeah. Yeah. The thing that happens with your coworker, it's pretty easy to blow that off because you've got other things on your mind. And for me, it's the same way now. I have this sort of lack of engagement because I've had what I feel is a very good run right now. This short story collection right now, I've had a very, very, very good run so far. This has gone extremely, extremely well. For being just a month into this, I've actually gotten a fair amount done. And man, it's some of the best stuff that I've ever put out. I mean, truly some of the best writing I've seen for myself so far. And oof, man, I suppose, how do I say this? To be humming at that level, to be at that level and be on fire, it's difficult to go to a regular job and care. The idea of a day job in the process of it has always been a means of an end. It is a means of getting money to sustain myself and to fund my creative life. I work a day job so I can sit at my computer and write. That is why I do it. And so when your work is going well, when your creative work is going well, there becomes a point where you start to ask yourself, well, what's the point, right? What's the point in the regular job? What's the point in the day job? Now, obviously, there's the logical thing of, well, you still need the money, right? You still need to have that engagement to get the funding, and yet it doesn't shine through. It does not come through amidst the sort of glory that is your own work. The day job does not come through. In fact, it's often viewed as it's a hindrance, right? It's viewed as time that I have to devote to others that I could be using towards myself. I could spend the 8 hours that I work each day at the day job here. I could be putting that time towards improving my prose and improving the story, getting more of this done faster, which was the catalyst for my sabbatical last year. And when something is all about money, even a job that you love, and I definitely, I mean, of all the jobs I've ever worked, I like this one the most. What I'm doing now, even when you love it, it's still just that means to an end, and it is always something that you wish could just go away, that you could just write and you could just focus solely on the writing. And man, it sucks. It sucks. And it's hard many days to go to the day job and just slog through it. It is difficult. It's not even a difficult job that I do. I enjoy it, but it's still difficult because there is that sort of that amazingness which is your work and that could be something. It could, be, with the right, sort of marketing, with the right sort of, publicity, it could be, this well-renowned work. Perhaps that's a bit arrogant to view your work in such a way. I certainly don't think so. I think if you're doing something, you need to believe that it is. If not, then why are you even doing it? If you don't think your work is a masterpiece, if you don't think your work has great potential, why are you even doing that? And this is not to talk about the fact that this is not to delude yourself. This is not to to create some sort of grand delusion, and to not recognize that this is a process and that you are at a certain level in the process regardless. Someone writing their first year of writing is not going to produce a masterpiece. It's just against the laws of nature itself, it seems, to have that happen. But you need to believe your work is powerful, and it's difficult to write this work, to make these stories, and to love what you are doing, and be asked to engage at work, be asked to interact at work, be asked to care about these different things when all it amounts to is money. It's simply just a means of your survival. Yeah. Man, and I'm really hoping there's a way at some point to do another sabbatical, to take some more time off, to get back to this again. It feels very arrogant to say this out loud. Like, it feels arrogant, and almost privileged in a sense, to be able to talk about, taking time off and to take time off from work when everything is costly. And I've seen the numbers, like wages are so damn stagnant. But to be in the position that I put myself in right now, it's like, it feels prime to do it. It feels prime to take another period of time off to write again. Everything feels key. It's like I think the funding in place to support it, to support this break. I think I have enough skill that I can go back into the labor force again after a time period and get another job that pays basically what I'm making now. And my writing is so close. It is so crisp. It's so close. It's like, God, another 6 months into another year, I'd have made a larger leap than I did before. In this sabbatical, I made a huge leap. This sabbatical, I made the biggest leap, probably in my writing journey since my MFA. Like, since then, I have made the biggest leap in my writing skill. My craft came during that time period. It's like, to see it now, to see what I could do again, with another 6 months. My God, where I'd be with this whole thing. I'd probably self-publish both books actually in that time period. Not realistically, I probably would stop querying that wrestling novel, just self-publish it. Just put the effort in, redouble efforts, and get both books edited in 6 months and submit those and get them out. Don't care anymore about whatever I might get paid in some sort of advance. I don't care about the fame or the notoriety anymore of it. Like, just get it out. Let the world see it. Let the world love it or reject it based upon what it is. Man. Oh yeah. I gotta find a way out of this puzzle here. It's like a drug, man. It's like a drug. It's got its hold on me. This want to quit and to do this again. It's got its hold on me. And you do it once. You take time off to work on your creative feet once, and you never change again. You'll never be the same person again. And God, I'm still in that mentality. I'm still in that summer mentality. I'm still in that fun mentality, that dreamer mentality that I had last year. It never went away. And now when my work's on fire, it's like, now's the time to pull the trigger. Take more time off and get this thing finished. Push this thing a little bit further. Yeah. If only. Doesn't seem quite quite like something I can feasibly pull off yet, just for social reasons, other reasons. But man, I so want to do this.